Hello, my name is Jenny Nabanova Sechanzi. I work with Center for Research in Energy and Energy Conservation in Makerere, and I'm here to take you through how to use the EPC to fry beef. So on my table I have 2 kilograms of beef, and I have tomatoes, I have carrots, green pepper, oatmeal, onions, and other things like spices. Now we are going to start frying our beef, but while frying there are different ways of frying it everyone prefers. So there is this part where you have to put the cooking oil first in the pan or pot. Then after you put in the onions, tomatoes. Once they are ready, you can put in your beef to also to get also a bit brown. Then after that you can put in the spices, then pour water and you cover with this lid. But there is also the other part where you have to put the beef, then you cover or you put in some little water for it to first boil a bit. Then after that you can drain the water, since the EPC doesn't dry the water. So you can dry it, you can remove it, put it aside, it will act as soup. Then you fry until it turns to the color you want it to be. Then you put in the onions, tomatoes, all the ingredients that are needed, then spices, and you put the soup. Then you cover, you put on the said minutes that you want it to get ready, because still there are different times that are allocated on the EPC, so it depends how you want it to become soft for you. Those are the minutes that you use. Before operating the EPC, you have to make sure that this thing is on so that it catches all the water or vapor that would have developed here, as you see. Then after that, I'll put in my 2 kgs of beef in here so that it starts boiling. And I'll pour in little water for it to be able to cook. Then after that, you can opt for putting salt, or you can just cover, then you put the salt while frying. Either way, how you want it to be. Then also garlic is also good in there. Then you cover. You have to make sure that this is in the right place so that the vapor doesn't, or the steam doesn't escape, because it will help us to cook our beef quickly. Then after that, I have to turn on my EPC so that it cooks, and I'll just do a few minutes, like 15. Our beef is ready for frying. Then I'll just release the pressure, and I'll turn this pressure valve to the exhaust. Our meat is ready for frying. I'm going to remove the water on a side. I'm releasing the water or drying the water from our beef so that we start frying to make it brown a bit. And you have to make sure that it is dry, the pot is dry, before placing it back in the EPC. Then I'm going to turn the EPC with some minutes. Here I won't tell you the minutes to put, but as long as you've seen that the beef has turned brown or the way you want it to be, then you're able to cover it after the frying part is done. Our beef is turning brown, so we are going to now add cooking oil in it so that it doesn't burn down, since we are not fully covering the EPC. So there it might start burning down, but once you cover fully, the EPC does not burn anything that you cook. But once you leave it open like this, since you're losing energy, so you need to add in little cooking oil for it not to get burnt. As you've seen, I've put in ingredients like onions, tomatoes, carrots, and green pepper, plus oatmeal to give it the aroma. And I'll put in spices like the simbambili, whatever you have that works for you. It will to get out the aroma that you want for the beef. So our minutes are done that we set for our beef. So we have to release the pressure first. Pressure is now done. We can open our beef. As you can see that the beef is now ready, so we can serve it.